I would ask you what worked, what could I improve, but most importantly, what message did you take away? And until I get consistent answer about the message, my speech is not working. What message have you taken away? And until they can say that phrase that pays, that 10 words or less, that is the crux of your speech, the reason you've stood up to speak, you are not giving a winning speech yet. And I love that question because I worked on my winning speech for 100 days. Day 90, which was 10 days before the finals, and I'm not going to give names away here, but I was practicing at a club in South Africa, and I got feedback on the chat saying, it's a lovely speech, it's a lovely message, it's not. Actually, I think it was an evaluation. They can correct me later. They know who they are, they're in the room. And said, it's your message isn't very original. Can't you come up with something that's going to grab attention more? I was using Wayne Dyer's Change the Way You Look at Things at that point. Same story, just different message statement. I was like, how do I change this? What do I do? But I'd gotten good at taking feedback then. I sat with it and I was, what was my father trying to teach me? Because his letter said, work on an attitude of gratitude, polish your goals daily and watch for a miracle. That's actually what he said, but it was too many things for the audience to contend with. I was trying to get it to what was the essence of what he was saying. And it hit me, write a different story. You have the power to write a different story. And I felt the whole speech come together from that bit of feedback. What message did you take away? About 3 days later, right at the end of doing my rehearsals, before I stopped taking feedback, I rehearsed at a club in London, and one of the ladies unmuted at the end, and she said, your message has pervaded my soul. And that's when I knew I was done, and I had a very strong sense it was going to work out well for me. But what worked, what could you improve, or what didn't make sense? What are the gaps? Again, talking to that humor question earlier. But most importantly, what message have you walked away with? Because I think it was Diana Boyer says, if you can't say your message in a sentence, you are not going to be able to say it in an hour. If you can't say your message in a sentence, you will not be able to say it in an hour. So look at the speeches you're writing. Are you trying to say more than one thing? Your audience is going to get lost.